6 battles, and no safe ground. Conquest lines strain under relentless pressure, rush defenses brace against wave after wave, and ticket counts fall toward the point of no return. From tunnels to Fjord, every advance carries a cost, every stand risks collapse, and every final push could decide everything. This is Frontline Report. Paradise was witness to a destructive meeting, producing a decisive coalition result. From the opening capture, Coalition seized the field and never released it, closing with 433 tickets, while all struggled to establish any answer. GB21 drove the pressure with 44 kills, no deaths and 12 assists, while number 1 Recon 4 Vibes added 23 kills against 1 death. Or's repeated losses left every position exposed. Game 2. Clearwater rush ended at Coalition's first wall. Or absorbed the opening attacks, broke each follow-up, and held the sector until Coalition's reinforcements ran dry. TGR's Ink Bleeder supplied 16 kills and 7 assists, while Wosapik Quirky of FR's faction added 18 kills. DMND's Shadowman answered with 18 kills and 10 assists, and Drozdu PL added 17, but the attack never converted that production into a breakthrough. Iceland Conquest decided by the final tickets. Or survived a battle that narrowed to the last exchange, with Supersonic 395 producing 27 kills and 9 assists, while Fjord VR finished 7 and 5. Coalition pushed the count to the brink behind Sergeant Gumper's 38 kills and CT7's Eyelight Trains with 30. But the final contest fell away before they could reverse the board, leaving Aura standing in a narrow finish 5-0. Paradise Rush came down to final 3 tickets. The attackers kept the assault alive through bitter fighting of every sector and completed the last objective with almost no margin remaining. In the hard-fought battle, Uncle Larry Joes recorded 25 kills and 6 assists, while Floral Gazelle 79 fought for 17 and 9. Nugget VR posted 28 kills and Gamerlink added 16 with 7 assists, but the defense finally broke as the fight came down to the last line. US East Rush server D49 hosted a Fjord defense that never yielded its final line. Coalition produced sustained pressure, but Or held the final line until the remaining tickets disappeared. Mojo led the push with 30 kills and 8 assists, while Alpashiske added 18 kills against 7 deaths. Big Bert and Catboy answered with 25 kills each, giving Or the repeated stops needed to finish the defense with Coalition at 0. US East Rush saw Coalition carry its tunnels assault sweep every sector and finish with 89 tickets intact. BMM steals the show with Kill Switch, suppling 20 kills against 10 deaths, while Mr. HMS added 18 kills and 7 assists as the attack retained its pace. GOY's USA Hegemony answered with 45 kills and 15 assists, and Slidwingman 1 added 20 kills. But Aura could not turn those defensive stands into a lasting stop at any point before the final objective fell. Now, let's see who made the difference. The frontline spotlight opens with Kid 369, whose 56 kills, 1 death and 2 assists gave Coalition a constant presence throughout the tunnel sweep. By surviving almost every engagement, Kid kept the pressure moving forward between exchanges. For Or, Max Smart recorded 3 kills, 8 deaths and no assists. Within a defense repeatedly driven from position, Max limited those losses better than most and supplied one of Aura's few near-balanced records. Game 2. Coalition's Jumbo Clownfish, who recorded 29 kills, 11 deaths and 3 assists as Coalition searched for a path through Clearwater. The attack stalled, but that production kept attempts moving against Aura's resistance. Aura's Ivanen finished with 19 kills, 4 deaths and 3 assists. Surviving the exchanges that ended Coalition's advances kept Ivanen ready for each returning wave and helped Or hold its ground until the tickets expired. Game 3 finds 2 players at the centre of Iceland's narrow finish. Coalition's Kukuduku recorded 44 kills, 10 deaths and 5 assists, sustaining the pressure that pushed Ore to its final 5 tickets. Nino produced 80 kills, 3 deaths and 3 assists. Active through nearly every phase, Nino repeatedly removed Coalition players without surrendering position, providing the narrow margin Or needed to survive the closing exchange and retain the field. Game 4. Coalition's teammate, who carried 53 kills, 11 deaths and no assists through Coalition's 3-ticket rush victory. With almost nothing left when the final objective fell, the removals kept the attackers moving on the map. For Ore, Redneck Hick posted 30 kills, 12 deaths and 7 assists. That output repeatedly slowed Coalition, forcing the attackers to spend nearly their entire ticket reserve before the final defensive position gave way. Game 5. Coalition follows TC's Kakarot, who delivered 31 kills, 17 deaths and 3 assists during Coalition's attempt to break Fjord. The assault ended short, but Kakarot maintained pressure as the tickets declined. Aure's Butterdog answered with 14 kills, 5 deaths and 6 assists. That record kept Butterdog active through repeated attacks, supporting Aure's ability to restore its positions after contact and continued the defense until Coalition reached 0. Game 6. For Coalition, BMM's Golden Guy, whose 34 kills, 15 deaths and 17 assists connected Coalition's attack across tunnels. The kills applied pressure, while the assists sustained the advance that carried 89 tickets through the last objective. Aure's Todo answered with 55 kills, 18 deaths and 4 assists. Todo repeatedly cut into the force and made each sector costly, but Coalition preserved enough tickets to keep moving beyond those defensive stands. For months, ForeFront's teams have battled through scrimmages, rivalries and unforgettable clashes, only for every result to disappear when the server closed. That ends now. 10 teams will enter, 2 divisions will collide, and across 10 weeks of competition, every victory will matter, every defeat will carry consequences, and every battle will shape the road ahead. Pre-season will ignite the rivalries before 6 weeks of regular season warfare drive the strongest teams toward the playoffs. From there, one loss could end everything, until only 2 division champions remain for championship weekend. The structure is complete, the schedule has been built, and the opening season of the WarFront League is now just weeks away. Next week, Frontline reveals the divisions, the first matchups, and the complete road to the inaugural WFL Championship. This is no longer an idea, it is no longer a distant plan. The teams are gathering, the season is ready. ForeFront competition is about to change forever. Teams and squads alike should not forget. The Gauntlet returns August 30th, with Season 2 beginning in just 1 week, and the WarFront League is only weeks away. The battlefield is heating up. Join us next week for the full WFL schedule reveal and Gauntlet opening day. That wraps up this episode. Until next week, this is Frontline Report.